The power of forgiveness. There once was a young girl named Sia who lived in a small village. Sia was kind and always helped others, but one day something happened that made her very sad. Her best friend, Mira, told a secret Sia had trusted her with. The whole village soon knew about it, and Sia felt hurt and betrayed. For days, Sia didn't talk to Mira. Every time she saw her, anger filled her heart. How could she do this to me? Sia thought. She stopped playing with Mira, stopped sitting with her in school, and even stopped smiling at her. The pain of betrayal stayed with her, and every night Sia would lie awake, thinking about how much Mira had hurt her. Mira, on the other hand, felt terrible about what she had done. She had made a mistake by sharing Sia's secret, but she didn't know how to fix it. She tried to apologize many times, but Sia refused to listen. Mira missed her friend and didn't know what to do. She spent many days alone, feeling sorry for her mistake. Mira would sit under the big tree near the school every day, waiting for Sia to forgive her, but it seemed like Sia would never let go of her anger. Sia's life began to change after the incident. She used to be a joyful girl, always smiling and laughing with others, but now she felt cold and distant. She didn't want to talk to anyone, and she kept replaying the moment when Mira shared her secret in her mind. Every time she thought about it, the hurt would feel fresh again, as if it had just happened. Sia's other friends noticed the change in her. "Why are you always so quiet, Sia?" one of them asked one day. But Sia didn't want to talk about it. She believed that the pain was hers to carry, and nobody else could understand how deeply Mira had hurt her. "I'll never forgive her," Sia whispered to herself every time the thought crossed her mind. One day, Sia's grandmother came to visit her. She noticed that Sia was sad and asked, "What is troubling you, my dear?" Sia told her grandmother everything. After listening, her grandmother smiled gently and said, "My dear Sia, holding on to anger is like carrying a heavy stone. It makes your heart heavy, and you cannot move forward with joy. The only way to feel light again is to forgive." "But, Grandma," Sia replied, "Mira hurt me. How can I forgive her? She broke my trust, and now everyone knows my secret." Her grandmother softly placed her hand on Sia's shoulder and said, "We all make mistakes, Sia. Think about the times when you made mistakes and someone forgave you. How did it feel?" Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened, but it means freeing your heart from the weight of anger. When you forgive, you give yourself peace. Sia thought about this for a long time. She remembered a time when she had broken her brother's favorite toy by accident, and her brother forgave her without getting angry. It had made her feel better, and their relationship became stronger. Sia also thought about how hard it was to live every day feeling so upset. She realized her heart was tired of carrying so much pain. The next morning, Sia woke up with a new feeling in her heart. It wasn't happiness, but it was a sense of relief. She remembered her grandmother's words, and they echoed in her mind, "When you forgive, you give yourself peace." Sia knew that holding on to anger only made her feel worse every day. She didn't want to feel heavy and sad anymore. She wanted to feel light again. That afternoon, Sia decided to visit Mira. She was nervous, but she knew what she had to do. When she saw Mira sitting alone under the big tree, She took a deep breath and walked over to her. Mira, Sia said softly, I've been thinking a lot. I was really hurt by what you did, but I don't want to stay angry anymore. I forgive you. Tears filled Mira's eyes. She had been waiting for these words for so long. I'm so sorry, Sia. I never wanted to hurt you. I made a terrible mistake, and I've regretted it every single day. Sia smiled and hugged Mira. We all make mistakes, but true friendship is stronger than that. I miss being your friend, Mira. I missed you too, Sia, Mira said with a small smile. I promise I'll never betray your trust again. From that day on, Sia and Mira's friendship grew even stronger. They both learned the importance of forgiveness. Sia realized that forgiving Mira not only healed their friendship but also brought peace to her own heart. She felt free, like the heavy stone her grandmother spoke of had been lifted from her chest. As time passed, Sia noticed a big change in her life. She felt lighter, happier, and more at peace. She didn't carry the pain and anger with her anymore. Every day felt brighter because she no longer let the past control her feelings. One evening, as Sia sat with her grandmother, she asked, Grandma, how did you know that forgiveness would make me feel better? Her grandmother smiled and replied, Because I have lived long enough to know that anger and pain only hurt the one who holds on to them. When we forgive, we do it for ourselves as much as for the person who hurt us. Forgiveness brings peace, my dear, and peace is the key to happiness. Sia nodded, understanding her grandmother's wisdom. She had learned one of life's most valuable lessons: holding on to anger only hurts yourself. She promised herself that she would always choose forgiveness in the future, no matter how hard it seemed. She knew now that forgiveness was a gift, not just to others but also to herself. Months later, another friend hurt Sia by accident, but this time, she forgave quickly. She no longer wanted to hold on to anger or pain. Sia had learned that life was too short to carry heavy stones in her heart, and forgiving others made her feel better. The power of forgiveness helped Sia live a happier life, and she carried this lesson with her always. From that day on, whenever someone hurt her, Sia remembered her grandmother's wise words and chose forgiveness every time. And so, Sia learned that forgiveness is not just for the person who hurt you, it is also for your own happiness. When you forgive, you let go of the pain and open your heart to peace and love.